This is Romo Dunze, and you're listening to the Ballsville Podcast.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
All right, welcome in, gamers, to one of our bonus pods. This is going to be not as formal as the Wednesday podcast, but Sean and I are going to do the random spin of death with Poseidon, and that will be the Shauna wheel. We will be spinning for light and dark draft positions, and then we will fire up the draft right away. So I know you sick individuals wanted to get this started right away. Also, we have BracketBall. If you guys are in BracketBall, that's starting in about 1 minute. So we got a lot going on right now. Also, we have Saturn quickly filling. Since it's our last god, I think it's it's formal that myself, Sean, and Alex will all be in that one, battling it out with you guys, and we're going to hold that drawing until the podcast on Wednesday. So we will draw this one today, Poseidon. We will draw Saturn, which is our last one, on Wednesday, and then we will be GTG for our triathlons. I mean, you guys did a tremendous job filling these up. It's awesome to see. I personally was talking to Sean and Alex like a month ago, and I said, I don't even know if we're going to even fill these by the end of August. I said we'll be lucky if we fill it by August 1st, and you guys smashed it by 2 weeks. So want to thank you guys again for the support. It's going to be an awesome league. Can't wait till it plays out. And then, like I said, next year we'll do a little bit of tweaking especially for the redraft portion. And any other things that we need to do. But while Sean and I just verified payments, we're good to go there. And then whenever Sean's ready, we can fire this thing up.
We are ready to roll, baby. Throw it up there. For just before we get started, I want to say to everybody that is in the draft, we have started. So Alex is currently on the clock in BracketBall, and we'll jump over to that as soon as we're done with this drawing here for you guys. But we figured why not combine both these two episodes since you guys filled this so fast. So, Scott, you want to kick us off on what draft position we're going and everything?
Yeah, just like normal, we're going to go 12-1. We're going to go the light side first and the dark side second. Now, before we kick this thing off, make sure to join both light and dark. It just makes things easier when we're all drawn out. I'll be able to go in and put the people in their correct positions, but it helps if you're in the league to be able to put you in there, and I don't have to chase you down into the other league. So please join both the light and dark. And when it's over, I'll need probably about 30 minutes. I'll put everybody where they're supposed to be, and then I'll fire up the draft. Also, don't forget to tag the next person. Very important. That's one thing I've been that's been really good, is you guys have been really doing a good job tagging everybody. So it just makes the draft go a lot smoother. Welcome in Chris, Tennessee Nick, Fran. There's Alex popped in. So Fran, you woke up to our voices. So let's kick this thing off. We're gonna go light 12 and then dark 12. So let's see if I can get an earlier draft position this time. I've been stuck around that like 7 to 10 range. So I got to get out of there, or I'm gonna be drafting the similar teams. What about you, Sean?
You know what? I honestly, I didn't get to make it in this draft, so I'm a little disappointed because it filled up yesterday while I was having game night with the family. What a great reason to miss out on the draft, right? But, I definitely don't like being stuck in the middle. I feel like almost every one of these I've been stuck in that 6 to 9 range, and I really want to be front or back at least twice so that I could really see how it goes, But yeah, I mean, preferably, I want that 12 turn, man. I want that last spot right now in the top round. I just think that's such a good player selection there at 2 different spots that you can really snag some super studs, and it's a great way to start your draft.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize after doing these drafts and drafting with different people that my sweet spot, the way I draft, is I like being between between 5 and 8. 5 and 8. I think there's players are dropping in the first round where I can snag somebody good and then get somebody on the rebound. So I like that 5 to 8 range. I think that's a sweet spot for the players I like to draft and the build I like to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. If we end up in the same scenario where I get somewhere between 5 and 8, like I have been, and you get on the back end, wow, at the end of the
we will be trading. And anybody in this draft, if I end up with if I don't end up in the 5 and 8 spot and I end up somewhere else, I'm willing to trade into that 5 or 8 spot. So, all right, enough of us talking and blabbering.
That's only because this is the last one, too, guys. That's not going to be a regular occurrence where you just start swapping with your buddy and we're going to have to be moving you guys around all day, every day before the draft starts. It's not happening. This is a one draft only opportunity for you guys.
Madman 91 is reporting for duty. I love it. And
It's made,
it was nice to meet.
It's made, man. That means if you touch him, you will end up with concrete boots.
Yep, and it was nice to meet Tennessee Nick for the 5 seconds we got to meet him before he had to go back to work.
He says, put a client on hold. I love it.
All right, let's roll, man. 12 light.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 light is kicking off. Whoa, we don't need to see all that. What happened there?
Whoa.
I know, right? That is that's how complicated it is putting this wheel together for you guys. That is actually pretty much like simple as hell.
Yeah,
anyway,
we have a lot of new players in this one too, so we'll be I'll be giving you guys a shout out when you're drawn. That definitely got some new players, which was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Right towards the end there, a bunch of guys jumped in. It was awesome. All right,
Deegan
Ethan. I had to steal that one from you, Scott, because I like saying it the right way, and you always say Deegan, and it's Deegan.
Deacon. All right, so who's going to the dark side 12?
Dark side 12. Should we try to substitute teacher everybody's name today just for fun?
Oh. Our newbie, we got TNT 2112.
TNT.
I think he's a fellow Alaskan.
That's awesome.
If
that's your actual initials, that's amazing. Like your parents are super rad for doing that.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, let's roll over to the 11 light and see who's drafted next to Ethan. Maybe it'll be Chris. Wouldn't that be something if they're both drafting right next to each other?
I know it's supposed to be DJ, but I don't care. It's Deegan. Always will be.
So we have another newbie, work and grind. He's sitting at the 11 light, and we'll see who's drafted next to TNT and the 11 dark.
Right. Work and grind, two things that none of us want to deal with, but still have to.
And who is that? That's NZ Ranger.
But Yogi, what about the Ranger?
Right. So we got some newbies at the bottom of this draft along with D-Gen Ethan. And let's go to 10 light.
10 light.
And that looks like
Zacho 18.
Zacho 18.
All right, here we go. Let's move on forward.
10 dark. Looks like Zubakis.
Look at that. Zubzies.
With his fellow Alaskan, if that's who TNT is.
I was going to say, right? Aren't they in the same one? And it's fitting that they're in the dark league because don't they get like multiple months in a row of darkness?
Yeah. That's pretty depressing. So let's go to 9 light. No. Oh.
You got it, Scott. You got that nice little hot spot you like. No. Oh, no, you missed it by 1. You wanted 8.
I missed it by 1. 8. All right.
Okay, what can you do?
Let's go 9 dark.
9 dark.
Oh, there he is. TB76.
Look at that. I feel like he's been in the front most of the time.
He's been in the front most of the
Top
time.
3.
So we'll see how he drafts at the back end.
Okay. Or he decides to take opportunities with his once in a lifetime chance of swapping around the draft board and decides to trade back up into the front again.
Right. All right, let's go 8 light.
8 live, baby. What's up, pal? Is that work and grind right
That
there?
looks like work and grind, yeah.
Nice to meet you. He wrote 31.
31.
Becoming a regular in the Ballsville Nation. Close to a citizen. Not quite yet. Hasn't earned it yet. Still a civilian. He'll get there.
All right, 8 dark. There he is.
Somebody rising ranks of our citizenship. Sorry for cussing.
Well, him and Ethan got separated again.
Yeah, geez. Oh man, I'm sure everybody else is just so upset about that.
7 light.
Oh, look at that.
Here's a newbie. More TDs.
Yep. Big fan of Hooters restaurant, I heard.
7 dark. Another newbie here. We got all the here.
I like all these newbies, man. On the same side, too. They're spreading around, maybe, it feels like.
They're getting spread around. All right, 6 light. Let's do 6.
I love it. 6 light. I'm having a feeling it's going to be Sarah. I don't know why. Oh, it was close.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Tennessee
Nick.
Now you can pick up your client call because you know exactly where you're at.
All right. Let's go 6 dark. Made Man 91.
Made Man.
I like that name. Made Man. He's a made man. Can't touch him.
All right. Who's up?
All right, top 5.
All right, take your guess. Who's it going to be for this one? Just take a guess.
I'm going to say. I'm going to try to pick somebody that hasn't been. I'm going to say Sneaky Bull. Sneaky Bull.
Sneaky Bull.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with Max Geo. Max Geo right here. Let's see if we're right. Oh,
that was close.
Cheeky Johnson. Cheeky's probably mad at me for not picking him, but it wasn't anything personal, bro. It's just, I was trying to go with a gut, and obviously it was just indigestion.
Welcome in, Lynn. Lynn's in. Welcome in.
Hey. Oh, yeah, Lynn JM. We got you still on the board right now, so we'll see.
5 dark.
5 dark.
Ooh, Max Geo.
No,
Chiefs Life. Oh,
not yet. You thought so, but not yet. Chiefs Life 13. Look at that. That's Craig Hansen right there.
All right, top 4.
Top 4. All right.
One person I'm noticing is creeping up is JoJo. JoJo hasn't had any early picks, from what I can remember. Max Geo.
There he is. Took all that time to get there, but we got there.
Okay, so that now we're going 4
look
dark.
Queen at Lim like she wants to be next. I don't know. Let's see.
There's
it was Sneaky Balls for the win. Look at that.
It looks like we have in the dark. It looks like we have 3 Alaskans.
Wow. And I mean, it's like I said,
it's totally.
They're used to it. They know how to operate in the dark. I think they're going to probably be successful. I'm just going to throw it out there and say that I think they got a leg up on the rest of you guys. That's their territory.
Yeah. All right, let's go top 3. These are the top 3 quarterbacks, assuming 3 light. D gauge 20.
Look at that.
All right, JoJo's still in there. Still in.
You still got JoJo, Sarah, Motowaki,
too, yeah.
SmackDown, Lynn. Those are all some regulars now, so they're experienced in these drafts.
All right, let's do it. 3 dark. There she is. Sarah M21.
Yeah, we had to say something there and go and mess everything up for her.
All right, top 2. I think she's happy at the 3 hole.
Yeah. All right, we still got JoJo out there. Is he going to end up in a 1 spot? Oh, Motowaki.
Motowaki.
That's my favorite one to say because none of us say it the same.
No. and I hack it probably more than anything. All right, too dark.
All right, who's it going to be? There's 3 of you left. 2 of you are going to be in the top spot.
There's
Lynn, missing out
Yeah.
that much of the top spot. It's okay, though. 2-hole is good, too.
So look who made it to the 1 spot. JoJo finally got a number 1. It seems like he's number 12 all the time. So finally JoJo gets a number 1 slot. So is it going to be light or is it going to be dark?
All right, let's find out.
There he is.
He's on the light side. I'm sure everybody that's on the dark side is currently clapping. All right, so let's roll it again just for the fun of it.
Right. SmackDown is the dark number 1. That is awesome. So that wraps it up right there. So like I said, if you guys are in, please get in both light and dark, and then you can hop out or you can stay. Some people want to stay and play out the season, but yeah, please go to your respective leagues, and then give me about 30 minutes. I'll load everybody in, and we'll get this draft kicked off as soon as possible.
Absolutely. So we're going to transfer on over to our what we call this, the roundtable version of the episode, where we let some of our randos in here that are part of our BracketBall league, and we can talk with them while we draft our BracketBall league. So what do you think of that, Scott?
That sounds good. I will let you run with the conversation because I'm going to go to these leagues, and I'm going to go to Poseidon and try to set it up real quick.
Absolutely.
So I will be kind of in the background. You can bring Jimmy up. Jimmy's here.
I was just about to give him an amazing intro, and you had to go and just act like, it was no big deal to bring him on board. I was going to go, our first one in here is one of our and give him this gigantic, beautiful intro, and you just go, hey, Jimmy's here. You want to borrow him in? Hey, guys, here's Jimmy.
There he is. What up, Jimmy?
What's going on? Just trying to get out of work.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday. Everybody gets out early on Friday.
Yeah, hot. Nice, though.
So, so everybody, catch everybody up. We've got 2 picks so far already in the draft. We've got Alex taking Jamar Chase and then Todd taking Justin Jefferson. So the top 2 receivers, the first things off the board. So you guys know that aren't a part of this. This is our pilot for BracketBall. This is going to be a new game that potentially will be a part of Ballsville moving forward. It's a little bit of a kind of just putting it together for the first year. So we did a lot of our trusted individuals that are our core people, to try to get a lot of this stuff figured out and ironed out before we open it up to the masses. So you guys have to deal with any of the issues. So that's where we're at right now. And it's a 16-man league. It's going to go into 8-week season with doubleheader seasons. So everybody plays everybody once with a final matchup against the seed that's next to them to finish out the regular season at the end of week 8. Going into week 9, there'll be a 16-team bracket that they play in. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a new concept that we're trying to do, maybe simplify things a little bit for everybody, but still offer up like a cool opportunity for a massive bracket. So so far we've gotten a lot of good feedback, and we're hoping it turns out to be a lot of fun. So Jim, what do you think so far of it? I know this is new to you because me and Scott brought it.
It's new to me for sure. I've never played any bracket stuff other than, March Madness. So any football bracketry I've never been a part of. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge for me to figure out, what's good to do and what's not to do. Bye weeks, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing with this. And, I'll take a second here to go ahead and give you guys the actual look of what the bracket and how the setup is going to be. So give you guys kind of a visual of it. So we do have me and my wonderful spreadsheets that I love so much. So we have ourselves a spreadsheet that we have on this one to make it a little bit easier to kind of grasp the concept per se. So I'll pull that up here while we're talking. But so far, like I said, it's definitely new, like Jimmy's saying. But I think so far everybody seems to be appreciative of what it's got the potential to become. So so this is what we got set up, guys, so you guys can see it a little bit and get a visual on it. It's, you get your 16 teams go straight into the bracket, so everybody makes it. The way the payouts are set up, the top 2 seeds actually get paid their money back once they make the bracket as seed 1 and seed 2. So once, if you end up in one of those top 2 seeds, you're basically playing for free from that point forward. So I think that's a pretty fun, little concept to add in there for you guys. It helps push people to be a little more aggressive when it comes to trying to snag those top 2 seeds in the regular season. So the next payouts don't come until you get to the Final Four, and then you get $25 for the Final Four, $25 if you make it to the championship game, and $200 if you win the whole thing. So your max payout could be $275 as the number 1 seed who wins it all, or 2 seed. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. I'm really excited about it. Scott, you played in these double headers before. Jimmy, have you ever done that?
No, in fact, Scott was explaining it to me before you guys decided to do this. He had asked me one day, we were talking, and he said, hey, have you ever done any duel where you play somebody, 2 different people in a league? And I've never done that either.
Yeah. I've never done it either.
Yeah, we did it in my home league. We were doing league median for the longest time, and it just, a lot of people didn't really like it. So we decided, I was listening to a podcast one time, and somebody said that they did double headers in their leagues, and it kept a lot of parity in the league. So we tried it in our home league, and everybody liked it. So we're going on 3 years now, where standard 12-team league, we do double headers every week, and people love it.
How does that work in the Sleeper app? Are you able to see the 2 games that you're playing?
No, in the Sleeper app, you're only going to see who you're matched up against, which we're going to go in there as soon as we get we've got the draft positions in place now, so I haven't updated the spreadsheet yet, but I will do that here as soon as we're off the air later today and get everybody's name where they're supposed to be in here and show them what their actual, matchups are going to be. But what it'll be is you'll have your main matchup 1 will be on the Sleeper app for you to see who you're playing. And then if you want to see your secondary matchup, you have 2 options. You can just look at the score of the guy that you're playing against in your second matchup and see wherever he's at. Or you could just come onto the spreadsheet, and I'll be updating the spreadsheet for you guys so that it'll show where your scoring is and everything and what your matchups are for both matchups during the week.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it'll be easy to grasp it if you just stay on the spreadsheet, which everybody who's on it has access to this, and you guys can easily just go check this out whenever you want. And if I'm sitting here watching football at my house on Sundays like I do most of the week or most of the season, I'll be able to keep things updated, for the most part pretty easily. And if I got my good buddy in the background, Sticky Picky, who's been helping me out with these spreadsheets, there's potential that I could have it to auto-populate here before we even start the season, where you guys won't have to wait for me. It'll be as soon as Spotify releases the updates. It should update automatically on my sheet also. So he's the formula man that can figure that out. That formula is beyond my knowledge level. I'm very basic. So he's going to have to help me get to that point. But I think we're going to get there sooner rather than later based on what he's been able to do with all my other stuff that I've been working on. So the dude knows his spreadsheets, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's gonna be your best bet, man. Just follow along your second matchup on there, and you'll be able to keep up with it pretty easily. But yeah, so we haven't had any movement as far as, just so you guys know, I'm keeping an eye on the draft also while we have this up and we're talking about this. And we have a guy who's on the clock currently who hasn't picked yet, but it's a slow draft. We weren't expecting to get through a ton of picks. We were just gonna stay on here, chat for a little while with anybody who wanted to jump on, had any questions about what we're doing, and, kind of talk about whatever picks did get made. What do you guys think about Jefferson going off the board before any of the other running backs as the second pick? Would you have gone that route if you were in 2-2, or would you have gone with one of the running backs with 16-team drafts, third round reversal, all of those, factors that are in this draft that are different than what we're normally doing with our 12-man leagues?
I was pretty well, I don't want to give anything away with guys drafting, but
yeah, you don't have to talk about what you're going to do or what your opinions are. You can talk about what you think of the Justin Jefferson pick, really.
To me, being on this end of the draft, okay, because I'm on the front end also.
Yeah, Jimmy has the next pick, everybody. So this is a really he has to be very careful about how he during
I
this
guess all I'm going to say is you got to be real picky on what you want for your power. I think on this end, because once a third round reversal kicks in, you're kind of going to get screwed. So you kind of got to make a decision which way you're going to lean, being on the front end of the draft, I would assume. And it was 16 people, the limited number of power players in their category positions are going to be kind of limited being on this end. I think the third round reversal in this 16-man actually probably plays to their favor.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying there. And I mean, the third round reversal to me, so we talked about this, Scott, and we can kind of drag into that a little bit, or not say drag into that, but roll into that and talk about third round reversal. And to me, anything over a 12-man team, I think you should almost consider that like a necessity, in my opinion. It's because then you're looking at a really, really big discrepancy for the poor guy who ends up in the back end of the draft. Say you had the 16 hole and it wasn't a third round reversal, you're getting two of the top, what would that be, 47 players, right?
Yeah.
16, something like that. So whatever it would be, somewhere in the 40 range, you'd be getting the top, two of those players, whereas the guy who's in the one hole is getting the top guy and two of the top 33.
Yeah.
The
way this year,
such an advantage.
The way this year with the amount of value that's actually in this draft this year, for a startup redraft, you're almost better, especially with a third round reversal. I think you're in a better position on that end because you can almost wait a little more to do something. I guess I don't want to use the word panic, but I would say your patient level is going to be higher. You won't be forced to kind of panic pick as much as the guys on the front end.
No, I'm feeling you. I mean, you gotta be specific. So like, it's easy on the front end with your first few picks, right? I mean, I think you're in a can't miss scenario when you're in the top 5 almost at this point, because I think there are 5 elite, blue chippers in the draft. With in like a single quarterback, I should say. We talk a lot of super flex on here because we're always super flexing, except for this draft is not super flex. So for that, I definitely think the top 5 position players out there you can't miss. Really, it's almost like just to take who you like. And I do think Jefferson is one of those top 5. So I'm not arguing against the idea of taking him at 2 if you like him. I'm just curious as to the position of running back being a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Top heavy, I guess I should say, and not having as much depth at the position. Does running back slightly go ahead of the receiver just in positional value?
I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. And then I also think that by going with a 16-man on this, that it almost drafts like a super flex.
Yeah, it kind of does to an extent because, you got your top, let's see, 3 quarterbacks, I would say, Jaden, Lamar, Josh. I think they'll probably still go in the top 2 rounds. It would be my guess. The way that.
Oh, absolutely. I think they'll actually go in the first round. You
think all 3 are going to go in the top round?
Yeah.
Even in a non-super flex. What do you think, Scott? You think all 3 would go in the top round in this draft?
Pardon me. I'm working on this. What was the question?
No problem. I know you are. Just quick question on that. Do you think that all 3, Lamar, Jaden, and Josh, are going to go in the top round of the BracketBall draft?
In the first round?
Yeah, in a 1 quarterback draft like this?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, look at that. You guys want to do a quick pub sub on it? Jimmy said he
I do.
What do you think?
I'll pub sub that. That all 3 of those quarterbacks go in the first round.
Oh, well, we are doing 16 rounds, correct?
Right.
16
okay.
team.
You said Lamar. Yeah, I'd say 16, 12. I'd say two out of the 3 go.
So then, do you want to take his pub sub bet on all 3 going?
So you're taking the under.
let's see, 3-round reversal. I'll take.
I'll even go as far to say, to make the over work, that there'll be 4 quarterbacks taken in the first round.
4.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's 4 to take the over.
He was going to take your 3, but if you're going to go with 4, I mean,
No. I'm saying if we're going to do this like an over/under, if you're saying the bet is 3, in order for me to win, I got to take 4.
we'll make it 2.5.
Because otherwise, well, how are you going to get the half out of it?
Well, that's the point. Nobody, you can't lose with a half out there. Scott's going to win, or you're going to win if the half's out there.
You're not betting. Okay.
No, I'm not in on this. This is just the two of you guys.
I thought you're betting, Sean.
No, I don't. I'm you know me, dude. I ain't got enough money to eat ramen right now. I'm not fucking throwing another $10 on a pub sub.
I'm saving my last fantasy money for the redrafts.
Yeah, right. Trying to save up for fantasy right now. Eating ramen instead of
yeah. I'm just instead of doing those final 3 triathlons.
What the hell?
I love it.
So Scott, come on, what's your answer?
I'll take I'll take under 4.
No, the bet it was 3.
You just said over under.
Yeah, you offered him 4, Jimmy. You can't back out now.
All right, I'll still stand by it. I still say there'll be 4 quarterbacks in the first round.
Okay, so if 4 go, I lose.
Yes.
Right.
And we might get an answer on that pub sub today too. That could be literally our first pub sub of the season that gets finalized.
Yeah.
Right? Because we haven't had any other things that have like solidified that from any of the pub subs that are out there.
No, but sorry for Chris is keeping track of all those now. He designed a whole hub just for pub sub bets.
Yeah, right. I got to talk to him too. I'll help him out and we can get a spreadsheet going for it to make it easy. That way he can track and we can all keep track of him in the spreadsheet too. So if he's
I'm also doing a giveaway. I ordered hats for my Jimbo's hot takes. They're supposed to be done before I leave for Vegas, I hope. There's a free hat giveaway in this draft because Chris always does his fancy rated number 1 team after every draft. So he's going to he's going to run it through his little computer thing he's got. And whoever is rated number 1 in this draft will win a Jimbo's Hot Takes hat.
Ooh, Jimbo's Hot Takes hats. I love it, dude. You ever want some help with design work, you let me know.
So Poseidon is ready. Poseidon's already drafting. I'm just waiting for some people to pop into dark.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm up, huh?
No, not yet. It's still AFMAN 20 or AFMAN 9, which is Sam. Actually, I could shoot him a text and let him know he's on the clock because I know sometimes he gets like busy at work and he tells me like, "Hey, shoot me a text if you need to, just in case." So I'll let him know. He might not remember 100% that we started too. So I always like to give everybody a heads up if I can. And that's another thing I want to talk about because I watched the NFL Fantasy Pod a lot, right? And I like those guys on there, Marcus Grant and Mike Florio. They're fucking great. So I was listening to them though, and they sat there and they were talking about the tag, and and their thing is, don't tag me when I'm on the clock right away because it just bothers me. I'll know when I'm on the clock. I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't need to be tagged. It's rude, basically, is in their opinion. And I'm like, and I feel like the exact opposite about it. Like, I'm not tagging you to be rude at you. I'm tagging you to say, hey, man, just in case you didn't know, I don't want you out. Here you go. You're on the clock, just in case. And like how we do in Ballsville, it's like a courtesy tag. Every time you pick, you just courtesy tag the next guy. Like,
yeah,
to me,
as many drafts as we're in, as many drafts as we do, that is so cool. Like you say, the courtesy of it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's exactly how I look at it. It's a courtesy tag, in my opinion, and it's not trying to be, rushy. I'm not trying to.
It allows you to actually live life and do a draft at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not rushing anybody at all. I just don't want you to miss out because maybe something happened where you didn't get your notification, or I mean, we all know that sleeper's a pain in the butt when it comes to keeping us up to date sometimes. So, you might not have got your notification and then you jump in like 2 hours later and say, oh, I wonder if they're getting close to me yet. And you realize you've been auto picked 4 picks ago. Like that's not fair.
All right. Well, I like being in the 5 hole. There's, I think there's a little bit of a teardrop after pick 5. But so yeah, I'm gonna get the guy. I'll get what's left over, in my opinion.
In 5, you're gonna get the last of the top tier guy.
Yeah, on my board.
Yeah, that's it. See, I'm with you on that. I think so. Who's your top 5 guys? Just to, I know you're talking at Superflex, so it's got to be the 3 quarterbacks and then the 2 receivers.
Well, no, I'm talking bracket ball.
Oh, in bracket ball, yeah, you're gonna get your top 5 guys. So I won't make you say anything in bracket ball because we're still waiting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, see, and I said I just texted Sam. I say, buddy, you're in bracket. You're up when you're ready. And he was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." Like he probably didn't even realize. So, like it's just like we're trying to help out. That's not what we're trying to do by rushing nobody. We're just trying to help you all out.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an educational draft for me.
For all of us.
How many bracket ball type people you think have done this before or in this?
Nobody.
Oh, really?
I invented this, bro. This is me and Scott's like baby. We invented this bad boy. This is just like one.
I have noticed though, because I do go out into the sleeper chat just to check up on things and kind of monitor and see what kind of games are being played and stuff. Because remember, we have been advertising in sleeper, and we did have some people pop in. They pop in and they pop out, and probably doing the same thing, looking to see what we have and then pop out. And I have noticed that somebody did try to put together some sort of a triathlon, but it actually was it didn't have best ball, guillotine, and redrafted. It was I think had something to do with like a different setup, but it wasn't those 3. Another guy put together a redraft that did have brackets. That's the one I showed Sean.
But it was a much different setup than what we're doing.
Yeah, but it was similar to like he's doing brackets. So
yeah,
people are trying to get in, see our stuff, and then try to put something together.
And we're not the only creative group out there.
People, which we can't stop anybody from doing it. So we know that we're the pioneers. So and we have a good following of people. So we're not super, hurt about it.
Yeah, I don't consider it anything. I like it, to be honest with you. I don't mind if somebody, as long as they're not literally somebody that we know who just goes and takes what we're doing and like copies it basically, like that. That's obviously like not kosher. But if you're out there and you're creating your own thing and we happen to have a similar idea randomly that kind of coordinates together, like I don't mind there being a little bit of there's so many people that play fantasy out there. It's not a big deal to me if somebody else has a similar type of game setup or anything like that. If we get to the point where we're trying to like patent in this and get into that level, like yeah, that'll be different, but that's not where we're at right now. So we can't hate on anybody who comes up with similar ideas, that for a fact didn't just come and knock off your program.
Yeah, no, I can't believe Jimmy. I can't believe Jimmy it's hit. He's on the clock and he jumps out.
I know, right? He wants to. He's probably on his phone right now, and he's using his phone to go in there.
I see. Okay,
yeah.
So you can't do 2 at once.
Jeez, Scott, man, you hate on the poor guy. He's just trying to keep the draft moving here. God,
I thought he was. He's probably got like 5 things opened up.
I thought that would be a no-brainer pick, to be honest with you, right there.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to get to me. Yeah, I didn't expect him to get to me. So I'm gonna pick a guy. I'm not crazy about this pick, but I don't have any shares of him.
Can I tell you who I think it is?
And it is bracket ball. So I'm gonna
Can I tell you before you pick who I think? Gibbsy.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have any shares of Gibbs. I'm not, like I said, David Montgomery's still there, but I think in this bracket ball, to win it, I think you need a lot of upside. So because there's so many teams, so I went with the guy that had, to me, I think who's left on the board that has the most upside. I was hoping to get Bijan, but I think Jimmy's heard me talk enough about Bijan and how I think he's going to finish as the Infinity Stone number 1 at the end of the year.
To be honest with you, hang on.
There he is.
To be honest, I just went against my whole draft plan last second.
You did it to snipe me.
No, I didn't do it purposely to snipe you. I did it just based on kind of what I was talking about, because I got to looking, and I don't foresee getting any type of running back that I would have been pleased with in the second round. So, yeah, you're going to win the pub sub bet probably. No, I'll tell you what I was going to, I was going to take Daniels. I was going to take Jaden Daniels was my pick when I woke up this morning.
Yeah, I just think in a one quarterback format, and with 16 teams, like I said, I just feel that if I like drafting receivers, but if most of the time in a one quarterback with this many people, if I can land an RB1 and go hero RB, I'd rather just do that instead of going the quarterback, or obviously I'm never doing quarterback, but doing the receiver. Now, if I'm sitting at 1 or 2, I probably would. If I was 1 overall, I probably would have taken Bijan.
You would have taken Bijan at 1 overall over Jamar?
I would have taken Bijan.
Really?
I just want that. I want that anchor running back. I'll go hero RB, and I think I can get a number 1 receiver, because remember, 3-round reversal. It's going to, by the time it comes back to me, I'm not going to have another pick for a while. So I think I can get somebody a WR1 with my second pick that being drafted late in the second round. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but like Jimmy said, I'm not getting an RB1. If I don't take an RB1 now, I'm probably not getting an RB1.
Yeah, that's just
no. I get what you're saying. I mean, you're going to be, so what are you, let's see, you're 30, yeah, you're at last pick, 32 picks away right now. So you're 30 picks from now. Go in here and just kind of, I don't want to pull up the player list on there, but I'll wait it out here. Let's see. So you're looking at, according to our ADP that's on here, there's some guys in there, like there's a Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Marvin Harrison, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, JSN. Some of them might be gone, but that's kind of what they're showing in the ADPs. So, there's some guys in there. Speaking of receivers like that guys that I was targeting a lot, in the beginning of this draft season, and then now I've kind of faded on him slightly, and just enough to where he was getting taken just before me now, so I wasn't getting many shares of him. It's our good buddy down there in Kansas City, Rashee Rice. So now that we know that Rashee Rice is basically spending 30 days in jail, which will probably be like off days over the next however long, and then he'll do his he's got I think 6 months or something of probation or whatever to serve that 30 days. So he'll basically be in and out doing his thing. But either way, the NFL is now expected to expedite his punishment from them, and they're looking at, I'm assuming, a suspension prior to the start of the season. So how many games do you guys think it is, number one? And number two, where does he put Rashee Rice now in your your draft? Are you taking him in your top 3 rounds now, the 4th round even, or do you go even farther down now because you expect him to be, suspended for a long time?
I'm saying 6 games.
Yeah, I got a little bit of inside information on that. I've been
5 years. That's right, not months, years. You're right. Thank you, Chris.
kind of been digging in. So it's from what I understand, from what I've heard, is Rashee Rice looks like he has a little bit of giddy up in his step in practice. So they're thinking he may not be 100% from the injury last year. So I think if the Kansas City Chiefs are thinking, that would be, good for him if they could just get the suspension out of the way, the first 4 games, first 5 games, first 6 games, whatever it is. So I'll probably move him down a little bit, probably move Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce up a little bit, especially for the first half of the season. But I wouldn't let Rashee Rice drop too far, just in case it is just 4 games. Because
and I should say, to clarify for the audience, when I say 3-4 rounds, I'm talking the 16-man draft that we're currently discussing. So that adds a little bit more to that player count.
Yeah. I wouldn't drop him too much farther because when he does come back and he's fully healthy, he did show last year that he is Pat Mahomes' go-to guy. But like I said, I might just move him down a tad and move Kelce and Worthy up a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I don't think, and I don't even think Kelsey's the guy that I move up a little bit. I think it's Worthy. And then I think it could potentially be somebody like maybe a Jalen Royals or something like that might get, his number called a little more than he would have to start the season. And if he can show out a little bit, I think he'll maintain a role in that offense as the season moves on. And if he doesn't, then I think he just gets relegated back to the bench. But
I'm on the same page as you on that, Sean. I don't think I move Kelce up over Worthy. And like you say, I do think Royals, if he's as good as they say, will probably outplay Brown.
Do you think so?
I think. I mean, I don't see Brown coming out of the lineup. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I just think that this Royals kid's pretty good. He's got a really strong upper body. He's not afraid of confrontation. Brown don't really, battle with his upper body with DBs. And then this kid does.
I feel like Brown and Worthy are like the same guy, just one's a little younger than the other.
Nah, I think Worthy's way better outside the numbers, and I think Brown is way better inside slot. I don't
know. I'm not a fan of neither of their overall games. I think they're good. They're not great.
I was never a fan of Brown when he was at Baltimore at all. I mean, he was so spotty.
Yeah, I like Royals. Coming out, Royals was a guy that I was kind of hoping Buffalo would take a flyer on late in the draft, and since he was slipping so much, and then they ended up just going to the Kansas City Chiefs, which seems to happen a lot when I watch the draft. The player that I want ends up going to the Chiefs, but
I see Trey Harris did sign his contract.
Yeah, he did finally sign. Probably because Mike Williams retired, and they were like, "All right, fine, we'll give you what you want."
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Mike Williams thing was a trade that was specifically done just to get him there to retire?
No, not at all. I think he literally went at it like he was going to try to play this season, and then he got going in OTAs, and he tried to keep up physically, and his body was like, "Dude, we're not doing this."
I did in the very beginning, but after I got to thinking about it, I sit at home after I saw that he retired, and I was thinking, I'm wondering if he just cut them, just cut a deal so he could retire as a Charger.
Because if they did that, it would have just been a one-day deal, and it would have been done. I don't think it was that at all. I think he legitimately thought he could contribute, and he tried, and he couldn't. And he was just like, dude, I can't do it. Did you ever see or hear the story about what's his name, Vontae Davis, rest in peace, that ended up walking out at halftime on the Bills game and retired literally at halftime of the game, and had just made a great play right before halftime to break up a touchdown pass and everything, and was all celebrating and excited, and then went in the locker room and retired. And then didn't come out in the second half of the game. Like I feel like he just did that before the season started because I think Mike Williams felt he hit that same wall and was just like, I'm done.
Yeah, the two dominoes that I'm really waiting to see is where, Scott's buddy Cooper ends up, and I'm wondering about
Cooper and Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's going to end up with he's probably going to end up back with the Chargers now that Williams is retired. So I think that'd be a good spot for Keenan Allen.
How funny would it be if Keenan signs with them and then like a few weeks into training camp, he's like, dude, I can't do this. I'm retiring.
Yeah, he's already been with the Chargers. He's has a connection with Herbert, so it would be the right fit.
Oh, I think he already knows where he's going, and he's just basically told him like, dude, I'm 30-something years old. I don't need to be going to training camp. I'm going to sign like 2 weeks into the training camp, a few weeks before the season, and I'll give you the playbook. I'll get studying up on it in the meantime. Because he's such a smart guy, and he's like super savvy, and his style of game really didn't require like a massive amount of physicality, so he's the type of player that I don't think needs to come in and be like running through an entire training camp and can still come in and do what he's supposed to do when the time comes.
They're now saying, I was reading something too, they're now saying Diggs is expected to start week 1.
Yeah, Diggs is somebody that I may like start looking at a little more at the end of drafts because they did say from what I've heard that he's bought in to being like a mentor and number one receiver there, and they really don't have.
What about all the hubbub that the Patriots are super in on the McLaurin opportunity and are trying their best to make a deal to get McLaurin?
I don't think that's the Patriot way. I mean, the Patriot way, the last time they did something like that was Randy Moss. I mean,
that's what they're saying is going on right now. And I mean, you're talking a whole different Patriot regime here, man. This is their third head coach. What did Mike Vrabel do when he was in Tennessee? Did he bring in a stud receiver right out the gate? I think he picked up AJ Brown early in the first draft, right?
Yeah, but you're talking about. I mean, you're talking about Robert Kraft. I mean, he's the one that he pays the bills. So he's like a Jerry Jones. I mean, he's going to have a big say. And if you bring in Terry McLaurin, we're not talking about.
He could be like Vrabel's like, here you go, dog. I mean, he loves that guy. He's just as much like a disciple of him as Brady is, was, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, Terry McLaurin too. He's not, he's just getting at the end of his prime, 29, going on 30. I mean, he's going to want big time. He's going to want $100 million a year. And it's like,
I don't think he's all that good.
I don't think Robert Kraft's going to dish out $100 million a year. I mean, they still have a lot of holes to fill. They just drafted Kyle Williams. They brought in Stephon Diggs. They drafted Travion Henderson. I mean, I don't really think they have to pay that kind of money for a 29-year-old receiver. I think they could, they're not going to be good this year. They're going to be, at the bottom. So they're going to get another decent high draft pick next year. And,
why
next year.
Why are you on the Patriots so bad? I mean, you really think they're that bad?
No, I don't think they're horrible, but they're not going to beat Buffalo.
No, they're not beating Buffalo, but they're probably going to beat the other two teams and be second in our division.
I don't even, and I think I don't think they're going to beat the Jets. I think
they will.
I think the Jets are going to be a better team this year.
I'll do a pub sub bet on that with you. The Patriots over the Jets in the division rankings. Yeah, Patriots over Jets in division rankings. So like they'll be ahead of the Jets in the division, and you take the opposite.
I'll take the Jets.
All right, so that's a pub sub. Chris, I know you're a pub sub.
And I hate the Jets.
I know you do. That's why I like having a pub sub where you have to.
Yeah, but you love their new coaching staff.
No. I just think that they got better talent. I mean, they got Breece Hall, they got Garrett Wilson.
I don't think they have better talent at the main position, though. I think Drake May is a much better quarterback than Justin Fields.
I think it's pretty even. I'll give maybe Drake May a little bit ahead, but you can't tell me that the Jets defense is not better than the Jets defense is definitely better than the Patriots defense.
Whoever's making all the calls at the Steelers have their heads so far up their ass. They sit here and give Watt all money, and then they don't go out and actually get a real quarterback. If they were going to spend that kind of money, why didn't they spend that kind of money on a quarterback?
I mean, the Patriots or the Jets you're talking about?
The Steelers just paid Watt.
Oh yeah, 123 million.
You have to pay Watt that money.
I know.
Why?
Did you see what JJ Watt posted?
He's the best defensive player in the league. He causes so much chaos.
Oh my God, Scott!
Did you see what JJ Watt posted, by the way, about that? Did you see his post? It's hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. Well, you guys keep talking about it. I'll see if I can chase it down so I can pull it up.
So you're going to sit here and tell me he's better than Garrett. You're going to sit here and tell me he's better than Hutchinson. You're going to sit here and tell me he's better than Verse.
You don't think TJ Watt is one of the top defensive ends in the league?
I don't think he's the best. I would probably put him in my top 5, and it would be very limited in the 5 hole because of injuries. And I would probably, if I had to pick somebody else, I'd probably pick somebody else.
Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5?
Okay, well, I would say Hutchinson, number 1. I would say probably.
You say Hutchinson number 1?
Yep.
I'll take a pub sub bet right now that Watt has more sacks than Hutchinson.
Oh God, I'm all over that all day.
All right, boom. Pencil that one.
All day long. Oh.
Oh, that's so great.
I
so
can't
Chris,
believe you're a Lions fan and you are.
Just like type it in and get it for us.
You are a Lions fan and you just took that bet.
I'll take. Yeah, I'm gonna take. Doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm glued to the Lions.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I would have never bet money if someone said, "Hey, Scott took Watt over Hutchinson in a bet."
I'm a businessman. I don't let this go to my heart. I don't let this go to my heart. It's all business.
Okay, and then you still want my 5? I'm going to go ahead and put Verse over Hendrickson.
Hendrickson might not play.
Who?
Hendrickson might not even play.
No, I know. I'm just saying, he led the league in sacks. But I'd go ahead and say Verse, number 2. I would say the dude from the Giants that is the rookie, I'm going to go ahead and put him in my top 5. I'm going to go ahead and put Garrett in my top 5.
So you're saying the rookie for the Giants,
yeah,
is going to have a better year than Watt.
Yes.
Oof. I'm gonna have to take that bet too.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. This is great.
No, I'm just saying I don't think Watt's all that great, and he's hurt 90% of the time.
I'll take a 75% JJ Watt over Hutchinson and a rookie.
Look at this. Look at this one. Look what JJ Watt said. He said, "I swear if this guy even lets me begin to reach for my wallet at dinner." It's 12 years in the league, 129.7 million, 3-year, $123 million contract. That's so fucked up.
I just can't believe that well, whatever. I mean, Scott already answered why he thinks, but I don't know, man. I used to be a die-hard Steelers fan, and I gave up.
I know you have, but
I gave up on them a long time ago. But I'm number 1. I'm a Raiders fan. Number 1. Number 2. I am really becoming a Bucs fan, and I guess I have to blame it on living here. I guess, but because I've had so much access to daily stuff with them, and I've met so many people. That dude that I met that works in the training room, he's cool. He's been giving me all kinds of. I hope it ain't all garbage, but we'll see.
That'd be hilarious if he's just guiding you in like the exact opposite direction just to fuck with you.
No, I don't think so, because when he gave
Chris
me, he's
Cottons
the
are,
one
like
that
running around and doing like full drills and shit. He's like, "Oh,
I
bro,
don't think
he's
so
like you're
because
gonna play for like 6 weeks, dude."
I don't think so because the day I went and did the media thing, out of that whole group, there were 6 of us that did that media thing for the radio station, and out of all of us, I was the only one that got to go into the running back room, into the videotape room and stuff. He took me in there because I guess he was compiling a bunch of information he had to do. So we sat in there and talked for a little bit.
Right now?
He's just been really cool. I don't know.
I'm just teasing you, JoJo. I'm JoJo, Jimmy. I'm sure he likes you, dog. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, I know.
No, I know.
I like to get you riled up about your Bucks is all.
I can't wait till you guys get to talk to that dude from Chicago. Have you talked to him, Scott?
No. I'll reach out to him this weekend.
I sent you his phone number.
Yeah. No, I got everything. No, I'll reach out to him. Yeah, no, he'll be an interesting guy to bring on. I definitely want to pick his brain, and I think we're gonna do trade talks for sure next week. I promise. So
Yeah,
I want to see how he breaks down some trades and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a pretty solid fantasy player. He's won quite a few championships of the leagues that I've been in with him. And like I said, he's really chilastic. I mean, he's pretty mellow. I thought I was going to have to go out and hunt somebody down yesterday. One of the leagues I've been in from the very beginning. I've been in this league for like 4 years, and and I've won it 2 out of the 4 years. I won it last year, and I paid for a Barkley trade. So I paid my 25 dues last year when I traded my 25th first for Barkley, and then the commissioner of that league left, rolled over the 25 money or the 24 money into an account. Nobody's been able to get in it. We've since went through another commissioner since that. So we're like on our 3rd commissioner trying to save this league, and everybody came to me and said, well, you're going to have to pay your $50 dues again to stay in a league. And I said, dude, I already paid it. And I even proved it on Sleeper. I proved that I paid it to the league, and they booted me out of the league yesterday. I thought I was going to kill somebody.
Oh my God!
All over $50, but good thing I won the league. I won like $400 and some from that league last year. But it just pisses me off that I've been in there since the very startup of it, and these goofballs that are in this league now. There's only like 3 of us from the original group, and they booted me out of the league yesterday because I wouldn't pay another $50 into the new league safe because I still have $50 pending in the other league, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it back. I don't know. Well, maybe Alex knows somebody at league safe can help. I
Don't know. Hey Sean.
Yes.
I'm still getting guys like slowly straggling into Poseidon Dark. I'm gonna be hitting the road soon, probably in the next 45 minutes. If the league hasn't started yet, can you go in there and take care of it?
Oh yeah, I can make it happen.
All right, because it looks like why did Ethan come? Oh, I see. Yeah, we're still waiting for 5 more guys.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of these guys are the Alaska crowd.
Did you see that one dude that came in the league this week? He started off in best ball and ended up living like 15 minutes from Zoobs.
Oh, is that TNT?
No, the guy, it starts with an A. Astrander or starts with an A. He was in a best ball league that I did this week that Zubakis was in too. It's one of the ones drafting right now. I think maybe 11-3. But anyways, they got to talking, and Zub said he was from Alaska, and the other dude said, no way, I am too. And they end up living like 15 minutes from each other or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was cool as hell. I put in the chat, I told Zoops he could start his own sled dog team now.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to be like massive celebrities when we go to Alaska one day. We'll be like getting off the plane, and there'll be all these fucking people like waiting for us. Like, what the hell's going on? That's like 90% of our audience is in Alaska.
Oh man.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Vegas is going to be so fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that. So, all right. Well, looks like our drafts have come to a screeching halt because JoJo's on the clock in Poseidon Light, and he's probably not going to pick till tonight. And
he'll wait till he gets autoed, and then he'll call you and ask you to change his pick.
Oh man,
I can't even tell you how many times this year he's done it.
It cracks me up too, because then he'll turn around and like tease somebody else and be like, if you know you're in an active draft, you should just be checking your app every hour or so anyway. It's like, wait a second, buddy.
Yeah, well, then he tried to blame it on Hawaii. He tried to blame it on Hawaii, and I tried to tell him when I was in Hawaii, I had a hard time with my sleeper app too. And I told him all about that. And what's he do? He enters every single big game league in Division 11. And I'm like, dude, you're just asking for stress.
That's so funny.
We're getting
I just texted Sarah too. She didn't realize we started yet either. So she's got. Yeah, she is now going to try when she.
I'm waiting for her in dark too.
Yeah, she's going to try when she can.
Hey, Sean, I got a guy that's trying to trade me Ladd McConkey. I got Ladd McConkey. He wants Ladd McConkey. He's willing to give me a second round 27, Roma Doomsday, and a running back. I forget who the running back is.
It's hard to evaluate a trade without knowing the running back. I'm teasing.
Dude, I got so many trades going on.
Timbo, you're a busy man, dude. You're like literally part of the media in the Tampa now. You're,
not yet. That's my goal. My goal is to do that, and my goal is so that by the time I get all this stuff in place, I want to be able to start doing stuff for Ballsville, dude. When I am done working, I want to start like going to the draft. I want to kind of be the field guy for like an on-site reporter for Ballsville. That's my goal.
Hey,
to get in the media with anybody else. Dude,
hey, I know you're a long haul driver, brother. We could get together and do like a straight road trip around the country and just like travel around the world and like do like live pod episodes from different tailgate parties.
Yeah, that'd be fun too.
I'd be up for that. That'd be a blast.
That would be fun too. The big thing is just money, but
that's always the big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still would be fun. I'm just trying to get in a position to where I can better service Ballsville, because I think you guys have.
Did you just say you be in a better position to serve
you guys
balls?
have honestly got something really good going on here. It's
Sorry.
It's a pretty good deal what you guys have got going on. As long as we can,
you're basically reaching the point where you're just as much part of this as anybody else is, doggy. So, you can start saying us instead of you guys.
I've been trying to, I told Scott in the very beginning, I was serious. I wanted to be a part of this. I believe in it, that it's something so better than what everybody else is doing out there, that this could really be something big. Good.
Oh, look, there's Sarah. She says we're waiting for her. Yes, we're waiting for you, Sarah, patiently, though. So take your time, no rush.
Just pick Ladd McConkey and get it over with.
This is a very important pick for you. It's going to be a while before your next one. So, take your time, evaluate your players, figure out who you want.
She was so excited about Mike Williams coming back, too.
I know. It would be nice to have her on if she could jump in. She said she's busy right now. She's doing. She's working hard right now, so she can't really get too crazy.
I was working too, and I finally left, and now I'm driving home. I was going to sit and just chat with you guys for a minute, but I I just finally said, hell with it. I'm gonna drive. I'm going home.
There you go. Hey, Scotty, you want to hold the fort down for just a second? I got to run to the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead. So basically, we're still waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4 players for Poseidon Dark.
Poseidon Dark?
Poseidon Dark. We're waiting for 4 players.
But
Yeah.
you already filled the one whole league though, right?
Yeah, Light's already drafting.
All them guys haven't gone into the
They
league.
haven't gone in the dark yet, so I can put them on their teams.
I'm really surprised that they don't allow commissioners to swap guys from.
I don't know. It's not a big deal. They'll pop in here.
Are they guys that understood that they needed to do that, or all?
Well, one guy is one guy's from Alaska. He's new. I'm hoping Zubikis tagged him. Chief's Life. I'm waiting on Chief's Life, and I'm waiting on Sarah, and I'm waiting on SmackDown MJD. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, those 4. TNT 2112, Chief's Life, Sarah, and SmackDown. They'll scroll on in here.
Yeah, they'll get it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So you guys already? Oh, that's right. You guys spun the wheel Wednesday night.
Yeah. So basically, I already said it in Saturn. Since it's the last God, we're going to Sean, myself, and Alex are all going to be in that league since we created the triathlon, and we're going to do no matter when it fills. I think we only need 8 more people. We're going to do it Wednesday. Wednesday's pod, the draw.
Oh, okay.
So when you guys are on, it'll be you and his name's Mike, right? Is his name Mike? D Mike Media?
Oh, sure. Now you got me guessing.
I'll call him and find out. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I just thought it would be better for you to discuss with him. That way, you can send him the link he needs.
I'll take care of it. Yeah,
you can tell him when you want him in prep. He's used to all that shit. He does radio, so
yeah. I'm not worried about him. He's I just want to explain to him, what we're doing. Probably going to talk some trade talks right away because everybody's on with trade talks. So probably going to talk trade talks right away, and then obviously I'll give him time to speak. We'll do the Saturn draw, and then talk a little bit about little NFL stuff because trading camp for some teams opened up today.
Yeah, some of them opened even the beginning of the week.
Yeah, so we'll see. But other than that, that is about. Oh, looks like we had CD Lamb peel off the board at 106.
I'm so scared of him. I'm scared of any Dallas Cowboy player.
See, I'm not. I think a healthy Dak, no running game, they're going to be airing the ball out.
I think it'll be so funny if Javonte Williams ends up having a breakout year.
He might. I mean, I wouldn't.
I like the guy. I think he's a good running back. I think it came down to a personal thing between him and Sean Payton, to be honest with you. I just think he's kind of a wuss when it comes to injury, I think. I think he's just not good playing through injuries, but I think it came down to a personal thing, to be honest with you. They're already saying that Peyton is not that happy with Harvey, and he picked him.
Really?
Yeah, I heard rumors that they're saying that he's...
Roscoe. Hey, shut him up.
I think Dobbins is going to start, and I think Esting is going to be... I don't know.
No, I think Roscoe. I think Dobbins is going to start. I think he'll start. Harvey will be coming out of the backfield a little bit. There's. I still like Harvey, but
So between Dobbins and Javonte Williams, which one do you pick?
I can't believe it. In Zeus Dark in the triathlon, I drafted Judkins and Ford for the handcuff, and then I dropped Ford for wide receiver before the domestic bullshit. Cannot believe it.
I think Dobbins is going to be the better back between him and Jay Williams, but I think
do too.
that Javonte has an opportunity, though, like you said, to blow him out of the water with his volume if he's able to be light productive also.
This team's a good running back, and he's big, he's strong, and he's fast. I just think Dobbins he's a really good guy personally, Dobbins. I just hope he could play a year without being injured.
Oh my, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Dude. One of the leading publishers has decided to pick up War and Phoenix, the Sarah Chronicles. It's going to come out in about, looks like she's got an 8-month time frame for the release of War and Phoenix, the Sarah Chronicles. Congratulations, Sarah. I cannot believe that you were able to have somebody pick up your book deal like that. I mean, that is so awesome. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to read it. War and Phoenix, the Sarah Chronicles, coming soon to shelves near you, guys.
All right. That was classic.
Good job, myself.
That was so funny. All right, we're waiting on 2 guys.
It would have been better if I could have remembered a good publishing company. Who publishes books anymore? I mean, shit, I don't even know.
We're waiting on Chiefs Life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chiefs Life and SmackDown MJD. I'm starting. Oh,
that was fun.
I noticed a lot of the active times that these guys come on. Chiefs Life is a big morning guy. I mean, when I leave for work, like at 3:30, 4 o'clock, he's on.
Oh wow!
He's a big early morning guy.
Either that or he works nights.
I don't know what he does. I just know that activity-wise, he's in the sites doing stuff a lot in early morning time.
Look at Chris over here trying to turn Sarah's book into a dirty romance novel.
He's got quite the imagination too.
Surprised
he's not on. I'm surprised he
That's a D slapper if you haven't heard one.
What's the abbreviation TGIS? Like I'm trying to figure that out.
Thank God it's Friday.
It's an S though, so
it's actually a restaurant too.
No, it says TGIS. She said Dallas is going to be hot TGIS year.
Thank God it's sex. I don't know. Sunday? Thank God it's Sunday? Got to be thank God it's Sunday.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a hot thank God it's Sunday year.
Okay. Who said that?
Sarah in the chat. But she said it somewhere else too, and I couldn't figure it out what it meant.
I mean, it's got to be TGIS, right? Thank God it's Sunday. I don't know. Like, is that actually a thing, though? Do people say that?
So she picked Lamb?
She picked Lamb, yeah.
Yeah, she picked Lamb.
That is so hard to believe she took Lamb over McConkey. I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, but it's the first round.
I would take Lamb over McConkey. Are you kidding?
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every draft. If they're both sitting on the board, I'm taking Lamb over McConkey all day.
Lamb's had an 1,800-yard season.
Yeah, and the passing volume that Lamb has versus what Ladd's going to have in that type of offense, like, no no way am I going McConkey over Lamb. Not to say that McConkey can't in the end outperform Lamb. There's a world there that happens, but I don't think so. Just my opinion. I mean, I love you're sitting on the clock, right? Would say 4 more picks from now, and those are the 2 best receivers. Those are the 2 best players by far on the board. You're going to take one of the 2. You're taking McConkey.
If I didn't take Jahmyr Gibbs, I was taking CD Lamb.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's going right about what we expected him to.
So you would have taken Lamb over a Derrick Henry. You'd have taken Lamb over a Charles Barkley. You would have taken
over a Charles Barkley fucking all day. I didn't know that guy did fix his golf swing.
He did. No, I would have taken
Saquon Barkley. I know you meant Saquon. I'm just kidding.
No, I would have taken Barkley over Lamb, but it would have been close.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I have Jameson in this good Bills glass, so because I ran out of beer, so I went to the hard shit.
Oh wow, this is gonna be fun.
All right, I'm gonna log off. I got some things to take care of. I'm supposed to take my wife to an Italian festival tonight. We're gonna eat some good Italian food, so I gotta get showered, shaved, and cleaned up. And Sean, I'm gonna stay on here and try to take care of this, but I'll be out of here in about 40 minutes. So
no worries. I'm gonna log us off here. About an hour and a half is where I was looking at. So
okay, we're only waiting on 3 people: Chiefs, TNT, and SmackDown MJD.
All right. If one of you 3 people is listening right now, then shame on you for not getting in that league by now.
Yep. So and light is already started, and yeah, we can just start filling up Saturn now. And I'm sure we'll have it filled before the.
Is that the last one? Is that the last?
That's the last. Yep. We did it. We filled them all in the middle of basically the middle to end of July.
Yeah, I think you can thank Chris a lot for that.
Yeah, Chris did a good job. Ethan did a good job, and actually, Zoob's brought in some new people. So I know Tennessee Nick brought in a couple people. So yeah, it's I might have bet a pub sub that we wouldn't have him filled by August 1st.
Yeah,
Hey, well, you bet enough pub subs for the day, Scott. So don't go great.
Yeah, I think I got 2. So
I don't know. Didn't you and Jimbo just run through 7 different pub subs at one point in time? And yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
It's probably too many, but
it was you were like that guy walking down the candy aisle at Walmart.
Yeah, we're gonna have. It's not really fair to these guys because they don't live in Florida. The only place I think there's Publix is Georgia and Florida, I think.
Yeah.
No, isn't there Publix in Buffalo area too?
I don't know.
No, Publix is a Florida thing.
Yeah.
I know I've been there. Oh yeah, you know what? It was in Jacksonville with my aunt. That's when I seen all the Publix. Yep, that's right. That's his right. So yeah, I mean we can go ahead and sign off, but we were looking at it's about 1:21 anyway. There's no reason to go for another 9 minutes if Scott's getting off too. We might as well just end this bad boy while we're sitting here with we got our first 6 picks in though. Honestly, I'm surprised that we were able to get that far. I didn't anticipate it to go too crazy.
Are you gonna go online again later or no?
Today?
Yeah.
I don't have plans to. Was there something else going on?
No, I just thought you were doing this because of the draft.
Well, yeah, I did just start it out and give everybody an opportunity to get in here and have fun, and then we ended up having the wheel at the same time. So yeah, why not? We ran through a few hours, but I'm not trying to stick around all day. I got stuff to do.
10-4?
Yeah, we got a lot of drafts going on too right now, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll keep people busy for the weekend.
Yeah, I got to go back in my garage and finish organizing up a bunch of tools and have but the last final step is the fun one, right? Where you get to play with all the tools and I got to go through. Literally, I gained access to a bunch of tools from my parents moving. I just basically got to steal one of my dad's toolboxes because he was like, "If you can fix it, you can have it." And of course, I'm handy enough to do that, so I took it and there was full of tools. So I said, "Hey, you didn't say that the tools that were in it weren't part of the deal," and so I got to see what kind of tools they ended up with.
Alrighty, guys, be good.
All right, later, guys.
Later, guys. Have fun. Thanks everybody for showing up today. We appreciate you guys.
Goodbye.
Well, let me go and do Sarah's favorite goodbye. Hold on a second. We can do this, right, Scott?
What?
Well, you can go, Jimmy, if you want to. You don't have to wait, but if you want to wait for the goodbye, it's coming right now. You ready?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Hang on. Here it comes.
That's a wrap.